Good morning, trainee. Did you sleep well? No? Well, that's a shame. Lots of sleep and plenty of nutrition is vital parts of an Innovation Anomaly Control Task Force operative. Whether you are a medic on the Zeta Rho team or a technician with the Lambda Omega team, a healthy schedule is important. You've been assigned basic gear and handed a standard-issued IITPP-CFΩ semi-automatic hand blaster. Don't go playing laser tag with it, as it is an actual weapon that'll kill people. Let's go over the containment teams and the requirements to be members of these teams. First up, we have new MOO designation, Lulu's favorite. Requirements for being a member depends on if you like combat and AI, this is vital. Next we have FIPI designation, the wasteland's greatest. Requirements include hazardous materials experience and active hazmat license for carry radioactive waste from 039's chamber. More on that later. Next we have Lambda Tau designation, Great Whites. Requirements for this team is, you must be able to swim, actively know naval terms and has been through a nation's Navy, Coast Guard, or Marine basic training. Next we have Zeta Rho designation, Biocontrol. Requirements for this team include, active participation in biological spill cleanups, knows II-ACTF biological disease codes, must know the Zeta Rho Creed by memory, and is an active member on any Innovation Incorporated biohazard control groups outside of II-ACTF. Next we have, Gamma Sigma designation, Chop Shop. Unfortunately, due to the highly classified information of Anomaly #482, you must see a certified trainer or any IITPP administrator for more information on requirements to join. Next we have, Lambda Omega designation, Doomsday Watch. Lambda Omega personnel are not allowed to be in the training facilities until IITPP Executive Order No. 533 has been overturned. No further personnel are allowed to join Lambda Omega. Next we have, Upsilon Omega designation, Opinion, invalid. All Upsilon Omega personnel are hand-picked by the Administration Department. Requirements for joining this group requires you to pass the Upsilon Omega Memetics Resistance Test with a minimum score of 98.7%. Any lower and you will not be admitted. Next we have, Null Beta designation, Soul Guardians. Requirements to join include, lack of emotion. Please note, Null Beta's personnel are mentally hardened to prevent any anomalies that can possess or control personnel. Trainees also must learn the teachings of paranormal scientist and retired Ghostbuster, now psychologist, Dr. Egon Spengler. Finally we have, Upsilon Alpha designation, Director's Chosen Few. All Upsilon Alpha personnel are hand-picked by the founding directorate. Requirements for joining this group requires you to pass the Upsilon Alpha Extreme Physical Training, the Memetics Resistance Test, and the Amnestics Resistance Test. Getting a score of 99.9% will result in your application not being approved. Please note, all Upsilon Alpha trainees are to be up to date on all medical checks, have approval from the Thermal Plant Medical Wardens Department, must not have any surgery records or amputation records, and must have PT excellence with outside Innovation Incorporated groups such as Innovation Security or Innovation Incorporated Thermal Power Plant, Elite Security Unit. Now you know about the containment teams and their requirements to join. Let's look at the 4 departments of IITPP. Firstly, Innovation Incorporated Anomaly Control Task Force. This is the central department that you are joining. Next up is IITPP Omni, or Office of Maximum Security and Non-Euclidean Intelligence. This is what gives each containment teams their containment missions and are also responsible for watching our groups of interest. Next up is the Administration Department. More on this group later. And lastly, the Office of the Director. This is a classified department. If you are a trainee that has been in contact with any Zeta Rho personnel outside of the facility, you may have been exposed to anomaly number 002. Anomaly 002, also known as uranium flu, is a dangerous strand of the influenza virus that contains trace amounts of naturally generating uranium-252. Symptoms of anomaly 002 includes green rashes developing on upper back and upper torso region, most notably the breast and midsection, glowing green cysts on appendages such as arms and legs, the skin bruises easily, and shortness on breath. If you, as an IITPP trainee, notice any of these symptoms on your classmates, instructor, or you must follow these steps to ensure that all personnel are aware. Step 1. Use the code word, Kilo, Zone, Luminous to warn your instructor of Anomaly 002's presence. Step 2. Find and activate the Biohazard Lockdown Protocol alarm switch. It looks like a fire alarm switch, but in yellow and black stripes. Step 3. Find a table to hide and block to avoid contact with the infected. This will ensure you are protected and the infected is destroyed by the biologically corrosive decontamination solvent to prevent infection. Thank you for taking notes on the BLP protocol. Your cooperation will destroy the uranium flu once and for all. Now, back to your regular training VHS tape. You must remember that Innovation Incorporated branch chairpersons are to be treated as if they are your boss. Do not ignore orders from the chairperson. Their orders are just as important as direct orders from the founding directorate himself. Now, let's go over the IITPP Administration Department Group. The Administration Department Group is responsible for all financial, R&D, Omni enrollments as well as standard enrollment, and security. This is the group that runs all IITF branches such as IITF Great Britain, IITF Australia, IITF Japan, and this branch, IITF United States. As of March of 1991, Facility Techros has completed building. The IITF founding directorate has issued a full site move. Anything left of Facility Kokozuma-Sakurajima inside the thermal plant is to be transferred to Techros immediately following the move. Any off-site personnel that are not at Kokozuma-Sakurajima have already been notified of the move order. All off-site personnel's office materials and file cabinets have already been sent to Facility Techros. Good luck, Containment Team Trainee Class of 91 and Class Y2K. Remember the motto, Perfect. Off-air. Imperium.